Hello and welcome, Reds, to Anfield Road TV. If you want to keep up to date on all things Liverpool related, whether that be transfer news, there's going to be plenty of big shows this next couple of days anyway. Transfer window will be slamming shut, and hopefully Liverpool have got a couple more players over the line in regards to incomings as well. But Reds, let us know your thoughts. We've got a jam-packed show. Just going to speak quickly. Apologies, I was a bit late there. I was just making the graphics for the obviously for the show today. So get all your comments in. We'll read out as many as possibly can this afternoon as well. Most importantly, hope you've all had a very good day. So we'll speak about obviously the impending announcement. Really, I think fully expect, as we spoke about last night's show, the deal, and obviously from Mamardashvili to very much get announced last night, and it was obviously 8 p.m. when that obviously deal did get announced on Liverpool socials. What that means for Liverpool, Richard Hughes, do you think he's done a very good job? I personally do. Obviously, if you've not been watching my videos last couple of weeks as well, I've wanted him to step up really, and he certainly has done. And I think I would have been very much happy with just bringing Federico in terms of the quality of the type of player he is, in terms of transfer fee, but fundamentally his footballing qualities that he will first and foremost bring to Liverpool Football Club. It's going to strengthen us twofold really in every department, especially in the attacking department as well. And he's also quite good at defending from a defensive point of view as well. So from an attack, it's a bit similar in terms of the pressing wise for obviously Bobby Fabinho as well, but he's a hard worker in the attack anyway. Big up their sideline. How are we, mates? And yeah, we'll quickly get straight into the news. If you haven't already done so, as you can see from in the comments, you haven't already done so, do drop a like on the video. Massively does help out with the YouTube algorithm and all the social media algorithms as well. Let's quickly get straight into it. It was just being announced before we come on air then. Darwin Nunez was fined $20,000 in addition to a 5-match suspension, and obviously the other players that did get those respective bans. Obviously the South America game that Darwin and the lads did play for Uruguay, it didn't turn out the way it wanted, and obviously sadly we did see some shocking scenes in the stands as well. So yeah, it's obviously protecting his family and everything, but it's still like the federation in terms of the competition really should have done better security as well for everyone involved. Really, it was sad really to see that. But Darwin, I think 5-match ban. I think it's going to work well for Liverpool. Obviously, will be given a bit more of a rest anyway, a bit more time to recharge his batteries and focus on time at Liverpool. Of course, Nunez won't be happy with the sitting out on the sideline for this national team anyway, but I think for Liverpool, from our selfish point of view, it's only going to bode well in terms of just keeping him fit really and ready for the Premier League campaign as well. Jack, do you think we will be comfortably against United, or will it be as hard as usual? John, I'm going into this game at the weekend with a lot of confidence, and rightly so. I know everyone's going, especially rival fans, or you beat teams that are expected to beat, but we've all watched the last 2 games with Liverpool in the pre-season games, and I know everyone goes, it's pre-season, but we've all watched Arne Slot's impact already on this Liverpool side. It's very different in terms of obviously just possession-based. I've heard some murmurings on social media. I just find it mad. Like, people are complaining about the style of football. It's like, mate, at the end of the day, if Liverpool are successful winning trophies, that's the fundamental principles of what this football club has been built on, and by the likes of obviously Bob Paisley as well, Bill Shankly, like the legends, and obviously the men that come before them as well that won many of the titles of Liverpool. So yeah, at the end of the day, if Liverpool just are largely successful and we can overtake United in obviously the league standings in terms of titles as well, I think that we'll take one season as it comes anyway. But I think with the addition of Chiesa as well coming in, and hopefully a couple more names before the window does shut or in the future windows to come, we're in very good shape. Reds, in all honesty, we are set up really well as a football club as well. I know sections of the fan base are screaming like we want to be getting like loads of transfers in, but let's be honest, because Salah, if we can get those contracts sorted as well, chat, those 3 players would walk into any side in European football. Van Dijk, obviously Salah, and obviously Virgil van Dijk as well. So it's and Trent, sorry. How could I forget Trent? So, yeah, it's all one of them. So, Nunez, quickly summarised, not too much on that. 5-match ban for him. And mainly, he's going to be getting a rest for Liverpool, so that's happy days for us. Obviously, we've got some comments from Federico Chiesa as well. Obviously, currently probably already landed. Obviously, did fly out early in the early hours of this morning in terms of his departure from Italy. So yeah, it's not a long flight, is it, to Merseyside? And obviously the Reds out there that are doing the typical tracking of planes and all that. But yeah, I've been on YouTube 7-8 years, and yeah, it's whatever you go with, really. Like even like tracking the is it the transport as well? I just don't know how people do it, really. It's yeah, it's crazy. But he's obviously his first comments, obviously in regards to Liverpool, which is fantastic. From these quotes, you do get a gauge really of his excitement, and that's what I love really about you. What this is what we want. We want players to come to Liverpool. Obviously, we had Zupimendi a couple of weeks ago, and his unwillingness to leave his boyhood club. Yes, it was his boyhood club, but on the other hand, if you counterbalance that in regards to what Federico said here, I'm very happy. I can't wait to become a new Liverpool player. Me and my family, we are so happy, really, as well. Let me say thanks to Juve and the fans. They have been always special to me. Now it's time for LFC. I am happy. I cannot wait as well. And that's what we want. At the end of the day, if players, similar with the contract lads as well, in a couple of months, they don't want to sign, then sound. We wish them well, and then we crack on, and then we bring in other players as well. We want players that want to be playing for this football club. Very long time ago, I remember being a young lad myself, in terms of, I couldn't really, well, when you first start off, like obviously supporting football, like a team, and obviously Liverpool, and obviously that Torres transfer when I was younger destroyed me, but you learn from those mistakes in terms of not getting too involved with players. At the end of the day, the football club will always, hopefully, will be in the next 200 years, and players come and go. But the Liverpool Football Club will still be here, and which is amazing. But yeah, it's going to be one of them. Zupimendi in a bit, lads. We've got Federico who's coming in. He's absolutely buzzing, and it's amazing as well. Paul Joyce as well in terms of the fee for Federico, which is fantastic. You look at the fee in regards to the Italian, obviously the Italian right winger can play as being away for the last couple of days, and you're not being too well adversed in terms of where he's coming into Liverpool and where he will be playing. Very versatile in terms of obviously playing on the right, can play on the left, and obviously playing those central areas with an attacking fluidity as well. So he's a stereotypical Liverpool attacker, really, that you every elite forward now in European football. It's not just, you're not getting shoehorned into one particular position. As the game's developed over the last 20 years, really, it's not just a case that you've got, right, Shearer, he's an out-and-out striker, he's a forward, he can't play anywhere across the forward line. But the modern day forward now, and what a player Shearer was, by the way, he'd be worth about 200 million in today's market. But Federico, you've got to appreciate the fee, and when we've done the shows over the last couple of days as well in regards to this story, obviously, big up to Fabrizio Romano breaking this news all on Monday as well. It come out of absolutely nowhere. And obviously, that is dominion, really, in terms of Fabrizio. It's Italy's best, easily Italy's best player in their national side as well. Obviously, has had injuries over the last couple of years as well, but I think you look at, and people have drawn comparisons, and big up to everyone that is spotted. He's got the same amount of goals that Salah did have from Fiorentina, was it? In terms of, he scored the same amount of goals from Fiorentina as he did, as Salah did when he joined Liverpool. So obviously, it's not too bad. Shout out to everyone that knows the stat as well. It's crazy. And let us know your thoughts on the fee. I think that is, in today's modern day football, like 10 million plus 2.5 million add-ons is an absolute joke. We've seen the price tags in European football, especially since money's come into the Premier League as well. It's gone absolutely madness in all regards as well. And sometimes when you do see players coming into other clubs, and you're like, yeah, he's not really that value, and it's very overinflated. But certainly, I think this is a risk willing to take as well. 26 years old, I think coming in at the right quality. But as I said, top of the show, his fundamental. I've been very lucky to watch Chiesa over the last couple of seasons as well in regards to Serie A football. And obviously when he has played for Juve, and obviously at the time breaking through from Fiorentina, he was remarkable in his Fiorentina days. He's one of those stylistic type of players that he's going to excite a lot of Liverpool fans out there, certainly with his quality, like his ability and the close control in certain pockets of space as well. He's very direct, and I'm not comparing him to Luis Suarez, but in terms of the way in which Suarez's game was, Suarez would try and nutmeg about 10 players and then wrap one into the top right corner. But in terms of how direct Federico Chiesa is in regards to his football, be excited, Ed, because I think he's going to be one of our most exciting forwards if he can come in and stay fit. I think if he's fully fit, I think he gets into Liverpool's starting 11. And I know that's a big shout. I think he will get ahead of Lucho Diaz as well. But if Liverpool have all 6 attackers fully fit, fully firing as well, I tell you what, mate, we're winning a lot. Yeah, I'm getting a bit too ahead of myself. But if that does happen, and this is why Federico Chiesa, he's seen an opportunity. He backs himself first and foremost coming into Liverpool. And yeah, if he can get back up or even reach a peak form in terms of his career at Liverpool, then yeah, and go and check out the Juve documentary as well. It got released on Amazon TV a couple of seasons ago. But in terms of his personality, that is certainly, in terms of obviously his footballing qualities, very much where the main reason Liverpool signed him. But as we know, Liverpool do our due diligence really in regards to not just scouting the footballing qualities of an individual. It's all about obviously the personality traits and how they are in terms of in and around the national side, in terms of the club infrastructure that they've been from as well, in terms of how integrated into the squad he will be. And he comes across really well. I'm a proper sound fella. His English is probably better than mine, as a lot of people out there probably would say as well. So he's very adept, and he won't take any time to really adapt to the language barrier, which is fantastic. It's going to help him. It always helps if you do understand, obviously, the language. Like in any country, if you went and got a job as well, it really helps in terms of your development as well. So it's only going to bode well, but straight to his football and print like qualities, and no one's seen him play for Juve or Fiorentina Reds. As I said, I think he will, if he's in form, he gets into Liverpool starting 11, and I think he will do down that left-hand side for Liverpool, because you're not replacing Salah, are you? So, but be excited, Reds, and what a fee as well. Let's quickly rattle through all these comments as well, chat. Got any questions for yourself as well? Big up there, regular, big up there, Scouts. Yeah, obviously, multi-billionaires and millionaires have yachts. You must get bored on like when you got that much money, you just start buying random stuff like cushions for the yacht or something, or just a big fancy jacuzzi or whatnot. But as I said, John Henry, and obviously he's worked very hard in his life in terms of getting where he is. So go ahead, John. And yeah, he's run as much as sections of our fan base would like a 50, £100 million player every year, but he's not too disappointed. He invested, what was it, 300, 400 million, and he's turned his business into what, a 4 billion, like 300, 400 million investments. And him and obviously FSG have turned it into a $4 billion, $5 million company as well, like organization. So I think his return on the investment is not too bad. I think he can buy a couple more yachts with that as well. So is right, John. Big update. I'm not really too bothered. The moment that's why I just don't care. I've been on YouTube 7-8 years. Like your head just rolls off into Birkenhead. The most important thing, I couldn't care. I do care who Liverpool's owners are. I'm a bit similar with Kevin, like everyone. But the most important thing is we all back the like the liver bird on the Liverpool chest as well. We back this football club. Of course, football and transfers are a big-ish, a big point in regards to how your club does develop. But it's the world we live in regards to it. I think sections of our fan base just watch Chelsea. But let's not forget where Chelsea are as a football club, post the Roman Abramovich era as well. They are, I'd say, 10 years behind Liverpool and Manchester City in terms of their development as a football club. I grew up watching Chelsea being one of the biggest clubs in European football as well, with Mourinho and that. Obviously, and what they've done in the previous years in terms of the sacking of Thomas Tuchel as well. Quickly, sorry, chat to go on this, but Thomas Tuchel winning the Champions League and then getting sacked 3-6 months down the line just goes to show how much of a mess Chelsea are in. Yes, they're bringing in very good footballers, but in terms of any consistent levels, it's just it's an absolute mess. Put Liverpool are up. Like, fair enough if we were in the year of Jovanovic and Paulsons and all that. Like, when our squad was absolutely dire in regards of the fundamental qualities in that team. But Liverpool are one of the best run clubs. As much as that disappoints a lot of Reds out there, we are one of the best run clubs. We've got one of the best infrastructures in terms of the business. Yes, football is a business. The modern day football fan, we all need to get used to it. But the most important asset on the team for every football club is the squad. If you've got a competitive squad, if you've got a very successful squad, it makes everything a lot more easier. Your income and your expenditure and everything in regards to that deals with itself as well. But when the time comes, when Virgil does leave, if he retires or Salah, Liverpool, and every Liverpool fan will agree, we go out and we replace that quality as well, because it would be negligence, and it would be negligence in regards to if Liverpool didn't replace that quality. And that's certainly what Richard Hughes hopefully is doing 2-3 years in advance now. He'll know the job in hand over the next 12 months. Getting this window out of the way, getting Federico in, getting Mamardashvili in 2025 as well. And we've brought in the best young goalkeeper in world football. And he is, statistically, it's not me just saying that. Statistically, every top club in Europe wanted him. They had a look at him, and Liverpool got him at a ridiculous value. It's a ridiculous fee as well. So Zubimendi can keep winning, not because it's the thing now, Callum. I think a lot of like Real Madrid fans and all that would have said that, similar with Gerrard. Like, why is he staying at Liverpool? But it's going to be one of them as well. But I just bear with 1 second there, chat. I quickly have to round up here anyway, chat. Just quickly rattle through all these shows as well. It's only going to be a quick, short one. Numbers wise, we're not in the same way. Juve defensive though. Yeah, but right, we'll quickly get to all your comments, chat. We'll quickly rattle through all these as well. An interesting story in regards to Crystal Palace and Wolfsburg. A deal has been agreed for LaCroix as the club is all done. Details to be sorted on contract in order to get the deal closed soon for Crystal Palace. In regards to this one, this will be a very interesting deal to keep an eye on over the next couple of days. In regards to, obviously, a centre-back position, has been a lot of speculation with Joe Gomez. Will he leave the football club or whatnot? I don't think he'll leave Liverpool, chat, but if this... keep an eye on this deal. If this gets a here we go from Fabrizio and gets over the line, I think there might be a bit of movement in the Premier League in regards to, obviously, potentially Newcastle or whatnot. But it's a very smart move by Crystal Palace to bring this young French centre-half in, very highly regarded within European football. It's similar. He's had some difficult injuries in his development over the last 2 years as well. But when he's fully fit, he's everyone was shouting out Mickey van der Ven's pace. This lad's probably even slightly a bit quicker as well. So that's a stellar signing for them. Chiesa as well, made up, Reds. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below what you'll be watching on the repeat. As I said, top of the shows, football and quality speak for themselves. Yeah, I'm made up. The fee is absolutely amazing. Quickly shouting out Richard Hughes as well and Arne Slot. There was a lot of noise, and I said a couple of weeks ago, Richard Hughes needs to step up, and like a lot of Liverpool fans out there, and he certainly has. I think as I said at the top of the show, if you told me that we were bringing in Chiesa in regards to this window, I would have been very happy, very content as well. And obviously, if you can caveat that with obviously the new contracts, if they can get sorted in a couple of months' time anyway, after this window's shut, that's where the attention will be once this window's been shut, and we've got the deals over the line. Then yeah. But it was always going to be a difficult period for any sporting director that did come in post the Jurgen Klopp era. Let's not forget, like, we are replacing the best manager in Premier League era in regards to Liverpool in our lifetime in the Premier League era. Might that be said as well? As a lot of there will be a lot of departures in terms of post Jurgen Klopp football as well. I think Alisson will leave. I know he's come out this week and said he loves Liverpool, but I think long term, hence why Liverpool brought in Mamardashvili. I think that's a big telling point. Hopefully Ali retires at Liverpool, but we've got to be prepared really for any outcome in regards to that. But if we can get another centre half or an extra if we can get one more, as I said, as you can see on the thumbnail, if we can get one more mystery player in, whether that be a 6 or whether that be a centre half, I think this would be an absolutely amazing window for Liverpool. And if we can get one more over the line, then certainly Richard Hughes deserves all the plaudits, because he's done, at this moment in time, bringing Mamardashvili in terms of the outgoings as well, in terms of selling the players for the right price. Liverpool weren't budged by, obviously, Mainz in terms of Vandenberg. We held fast. We sat on our hands and we were like, no, we weren't budging on our valuation as well. So, yeah, Richard Hughes, after this window, if we can bring one more player in, that's me being greedy. But if we can, but if not, then I think he's had a very good window in terms of outgoings as well. Let's not forget we've got January as well, but I think we'll be in a good place, really, as a club. In terms of the in terms of Mamardashvili, his quick thoughts last night in regards to his Valencia team. Dear fans, I can't start talking about Valencia and this club without expressing my gratitude. Thank you for the continued support and love I have felt at every stage since the first day of my arrival at the club of the 3 years. Words are not enough to thank Valencia. This great football and family has given me. Valencia didn't just change my footballing career, it changed my life. I'm forever grateful the impact this club has had on me. We will all know that a challenging year awaits us and how transformative this period is for the club. Therefore, I've decided to stay at Valencia for one more year and give my best to the club and achieve its goal as well. As never before, we will fight till the end as well. Similar with Chiesa as well. Sounds like a top lad. He's willing to help his team in terms of Valencia. He knows how much they've done for his career, but I like already the way in which he speaks and really handles himself really with a lot of credit as well. Final one, obviously, and he didn't waste any time in regards to sorting his social media accounts out as well. But Reds, obviously, quickly rattle through all your last couple of comments, round off in the next 2 minutes as well. Chat wasn't going to be a long one. Afternoon, Jen. Yeah, Callum. At the end of the day, Callum, he's not going to come in and be expected to play 38 games a season. Let's not forget the quality we've got in this squad. I think everyone's losing their minds in terms of, yes, when I done the videos a couple of days ago, looking at the injuries he's had, but at the end of the day, we've got enough quality. We've got 6 quality attackers in that forward line, and they're all going to be getting minutes, and there's going to be given a lot of time to really recover as well. They're not just going to be all burnt out. Gone are the days of Liverpool literally starting Bobby, Salah and Mane every single week for 5 years. It literally felt like. And then obviously bringing in the likes of Shaqiri, Minamino, like, we've improved that quality. Like, come on, like, we can't ask for anything more, really, can we? In 4 years ago, he was 90 million. Hopefully, he can get back to those levels. 10 million is nothing, really. Big up there, Brian. Hope you're well, mate. Good to see you in the comments. Been a long time no see, mate. Yeah, big up there, Callum. Yeah, we spoke about it at the top, mate. Big up there, Andrew. Big up there, Nigel. Nice one, lad. Embracing me Irish lot. Yeah, Justin, don't read too much into that, mate. Obviously, I've been there, done that already over the last couple of years as well. I think it was getting reported by the Queep. The Queep being there, done that. I think we spoke about a story last year about Liverpool agreeing a deal for Foram, and look where he's ended up. I think where's he playing now? Juve, I think it is. So yeah, it's a not story that, Justin. Really, be very surprised if it happens. He again is another forward. We've got 6 world class. Well, I'd say world class forwards in my honest opinion when they're playing top football as well. Jack Hughes hasn't. That's agree to disagree, mate. I think he's done really well, and I can get where people might disagree, but I think he has done a really good job. In being honest, the outgoings as well. He's got top dollar. What we've got rid of Fabio Carvalho for 27.5 million, and we've got Chiesa for 8 million plus 2 million and add-ons. You can make a what that is as well. All right, Jack. Hope if announcement vid isn't Italian. Yeah, there we go. Big up there, and I'm pretty sure they'll have the Liverpool media team will have a couple of things up their sleeve as well. Yeah, big up there, Redbird. He did chat. Massive thank you for tuning in. Apologies, not a long one. Obviously, you've got a fair bit of things to do today. But Reds, massive thank you for tuning in. Really do appreciate you. Make sure you have dropped a like on the video. Get involved in all today's stories that we spoke about. And yeah, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date as well. If anything else, news relation breaks, we'll be there as quick as we possibly can. But Reds, have a lovely rest of your Wednesday afternoon. And yeah, we'll see you again. Hopefully today. Yeah, we'll see you this evening as well, Reds. You never walk alone. To that.